Alright, so let's show you how to prune this butterfly bush that I have behind me. So I'm Lisa the Whimsical Gardener. I'm starting my fall pruning, cleanup of the yard and so forth. So I wanted to show you how I typically prune my butterfly bush, which is behind me. Now I am going to do a severe prune on this, and you can actually cut butterfly bush back almost a third of its current size, and it will reflush back out in the spring. So this is a before look. So this is probably 7, 8 feet tall right now. I'm gonna hack it down to literally this area here. So don't be alarmed. That's normal. I did this last year and it came back fine. Nice story about this butterfly bush is that I actually got it on clearance for like $5, you guys, a couple years ago. So this is my prized butterfly bush. And again, it does awesome every year. So let's go ahead and start pruning it. So I just have my regular pruner. So I'm going to start on the outside and then I'll work my way. And then I'm also going to shape it as well. So I usually try to do like a round shape, so to speak. So I'm going to start with that. Now what I do when I cut it is I try to cut it at an angle so that um, the water doesn't sit. Like if you do this when it rains, the water can sit on it. So I like to cut it as an angle, if that makes sense. And yeah, so let's start pruning this. I have a couple more things on the list that I need to prune today, so we'll start first with a butterfly bush and then make our way over to the other items. I don't know about you, but I'm dying to get this yard back in normal because everything is just like a jungle right now. So if I turn the camera around, you'll be like, oh my God, everything is just overgrown, totally overgrown. That's a lot of things. Immediately, do you see how light and airy everything is? Just by simply pruning it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue over on this side here, and then I'll come back and do some fine tuning from that point. Hopefully you can see this. So this is all of the things that I pruned out, and that's my tree over there. I know, drastic change. So now what I'm going to do is go in and do some fine tuning. So I'm going to cut out all of the branches that are like pencil size, and I'm just going to like thin it out so that way I only see like the what do you call it, the normal branches that are bigger than a pencil size. I hope that makes sense, guys. So let's go ahead and start doing that now. So I wanted to show you what I am pruning. So see how this branch is like pencil size, and if you look at it, it's dead as well. So I'm cutting out all of the dead branches, all the ones that are pencil sizes as well. So just generally now shaping the tree. wanted to show you something else that I'm going to do. So when I am pruning, I am looking for branches that are crossing each other and cutting them out. So here's a perfect example right there. See how this branch is rubbing up against that one on there? I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And then see how this one here is dead? Like I just bend it instead. I will go ahead and remove that as well on there. Hopefully that makes sense. All these little pencil sized ones, I'm going to go ahead and take those out too as well. Alright, so this is what I ended up with. As you can see, all of this I cut out. And this is what my butterfly bush looks like now. So very drastic from what it is before. But guys, I did this last year as well. I could technically go lower than that, to be honest. But yeah, this is where I'm going to stop. And I cut out all the dead branches, the ones that were crossing, the ones that were like pencil sized on there, and just generally reshaped it. I think next year I may need to go lower than this because it's just getting bigger and bigger every year. But here's how you prune a butterfly bush. Now I have to cut all of these up and put them in a bag for the garden guys to pick up for me. So things are starting to slow down now. So I'm trying to get back to finish up some projects that I started. So I've been doing this paint by number scene here for a couple of weeks now. I would say maybe a month or more, guys. And I haven't finished it up. So I need to work on finishing it up. So I'm going to do that in between some gardening chores and house chores and all of that stuff. But it's nice that time is slowing down now. The garden season is slowing down now, so I can kind of relax a little bit over the weekend and get some of this done. If you haven't tried these paint by number kits, they're amazing because I'm not an artist, but I do know how to paint following instructions. So that's the great part about this. Weather is really nice outside, so trying to enjoy it. So here's where I'm at right now, which is not that far from when I originally showed you guys, but it's actually a scene from a street in Paris. So hopefully when it's done, I'll frame it and show you guys. So got my painting done. Isn't it beautiful? It's like a night scene, street walk in Paris, which is beautiful. Took me forever to get this one done, you guys. I would say probably lots of hours. But now I'm going to go ahead and frame it. So I have my frame over there and I'm going to use my hot glue gun. What I typically do is I take the glass out of the frame because I don't want that to hinder the painting because I want you to be able to see like the textures and things like that. So I'm going to set up the camera and show you guys how I do that. I love this piece as well because it does tie into gardening because can you see the plants there? I love how they have the vines growing there, a little bit over there too as well. It just looks nice. So let me set up the camera and we will frame this. So I don't use this here because I don't really need to. What I want actually is just something that looks like this over, so you can actually see the painting of itself. So what I've done in the past is I usually first of all look to see where my hanger is, so I'm gonna do this, and then I usually will hot glue my painting directly to the back of it. So what I do first is I use a fabric scissors, and I just cut the excess out. And I know you can get these framed professionally, but they are so expensive, so this is my solution. And what I typically do sometimes as well, maybe I'll show you some other ones I did, is I do go thrifting and I'll find some really cool frames there and use that as well. So I've cut all the edges of my piece. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to basically hot glue it to my frame, so that way when I put it in like this, now you got a nice piece of art right there. First of all, what I do is I set it up to where it's level on each side, and I like to do one corner and then go to the other one, so I have a hot glue gun. So I do one corner first and I smooth it out, and I like to see the imperfections on my painting, so I like all the little grooves and all of that stuff. So I might be the only one who like that, but that's what I do. And then I'm just going to go ahead and ran a bead right here. I try not to do it too thick. Now I'm just going to keep turning. And now you notice my painting kind of got a little bit off center here, so I need to fix that. What did I get off center? Okay, I gotta pull some things out and redo it. There we go. So I'll put a dot right there. Now what I do, since I have my bottom part of it, is I go ahead and do and now I'm gonna smooth that around. Now again, I'm not any professional framer, so this is just my DIY thing, how I do it, because again, I want it to look like a Prune thing. I don't want it to be too perfect. I want to be able to see all the lines of the painting and things like that. So then, oh, it got shifted again. How did it get shifted again, you guys? Alright, so now you see how I fixed it. Somehow it got shifted once again. So I'm just going to redo it here. Now I'm going to go fix that part over there. For the second time, pulling that out. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bead under here. There we go. I'll do a bead back here. Alright, so this is what I want. Again, I'm not looking for it to be perfectly stretched thin. I do like the imperfections that you see when I do it this way. Now I'm going to take my frame and let's frame this. See if I need to adjust anything. And now what I typically do is I go around and I look at it and to see, do I need to touch up any of the edges, which I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to touch up anything. I think this came out exactly how I wanted it to come out. So let me turn the camera around, give you a better view. Alright, here we go. Here's my framed piece of artwork. Paint by numbers, you guys. Amazing. I love the scene. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my collection, which I probably have 6 or 7 that are framed and done that I need to hang up, aka my husband will take them up for me. But I love see all of the green planters. It's just amazing. Beautiful garden scene in the city as well. So garden scene in the city.